Welcome to Radiant Health on December 29th, 2020, the day that it was originally broadcast. And this is the day of the full moon. And it's a powerful day of alignment of the heavens and the earth. And today we're going to be exploring stanza 4 of the Australian Arti. And we're going to start today, and I'm going to play an Australian Arti singing from YouTube. And the stanza, just to prepare, this stanza is about coming for this pure, simple purpose of offering to Baba, whatever we're shaping from our heart. So as we're beginning this session today, and wherever you're listening to it in time and space, which is an illusion, is to prepare yourself for whatever it means to you to offer yourself, your creations, to Baba, to the greater God, for the pure simplicity of the act of that. Taking some deep breaths into your body.
Your faces are bright, transcendental sound. Lighten this dark world and the tears I weep. My heart may bear my gifts to be. It's the creation that you are. Who stands with body divine avatar. Compassion that we both maintain. For this ignorance that light sustains. Like not a word spoke of breath. Of the world we that bears beyond to death. Unless you are infinitely kind. The wish of which is conditioned mind. Senses my love, it proves my heart. Wish to please you, I have shaped from my heart. Accept that you were that simple love. That has no use beyond its shining love. Myself I sing to you in praise, and beg your love to bear me through the day. Till you be ever living perfect one, you my darkness with your shining sun. Amen, Baba, be blessed. Amen, Baba, be blessed. Amen, Baba, be blessed.
So much for social distancing.
That was recorded on March 12th, 2020.
Oh, because it said December 3rd, 2020.
That's when it was released.
Good.
And exactly. So that was at the Dooney, March 12th Dooney fire at Mehrabad, before social distancing, when,
Okay.
just on the cusp of the coronavirus. prescriptions,
Got
March 12th, 2020. And I thought it was so interesting. The volume of that was low until the fourth stanza, and then it got louder. And that's exactly what we're immersing ourselves in tonight. And I felt Baba, I saw Baba looking at me just with this great wink that it's all perfectly orchestrated by him, every single tiny detail orchestrated by him. And I'm going to read something from this book, Don't Worry, Be Happy. It's a compilation of quotes. It's called An Invaluable Treasure of Mayor Baba's Messages on Happiness, Cheerfulness, and Worry for All Times. And the theme of what I'm going to read today is about basking in the eternal now, which is different than the fleeting now of the ego. And so I invite us to, again, take deep breaths in this experiential immersion into Baba's Australian Arti and the healing of it and the experience of it, so that we can be in that eternal now as we continue to cultivate what it is to offer to Baba anything just to please him. So I'm going to read that. This is from Life at Its Best. This is called Stake Everything on God. Through enslavement to the temporary and the passing, man deprives himself of the eternal and the lasting. Each moment with which man is confronted can either tighten the grip of the false or deliver him to the truth. God is the only reality, and he is the fountainhead of all love, beauty, peace, and happiness. Even in and through the fleeting now of the false, God is eternally inviting man to himself, affirming himself as the truth of man's being. Those who dare to see and love God in everyone and everything experience him as the everlasting immediate presence. Only when his mind is utterly detached from the false is it possible for man to disentangle himself from the repetitive clutches of the fleeting moment. Then and only then can he become established in the eternal now, which is everlastingly includes the eternal past and the eternal future. The eternal I am is an unfailing assurance of the only reality, which ever was, is, and will be. The way to peace and fulfillment in union with God, the divine beloved, is a daring dive into the eternal now. Not by fruitless surveys of the past, nor by elusive longings for the future, nor by enslavement to the fleeting moment, but by staking everything for God, is it possible for you to experience yourself as the illimitable ocean of love. Here and nowhere else is the final solution of all your problems. Love born in truth liberates without binding and fulfills without overpowering. It is a pure blessing, not only for yourself, but for each and all, forever and ever, in the eternal now. Allowing the light of Baba's grace to bring your conscious awareness more and more to the eternal, ever-present now that exists at this moment in your being, all around you. And in this eternal now, open yourself up to a relationship with Baba where you just want to please your beloved so much that you want to offer him anything that you can create from your heart, energetically, in your mind's eye, or if you want to do something actually. Begin to let yourself feel the devotion, reverence, infinite discipleship that calls you to this moment in time where your sole focus is to please your beloved, to bring pleasure from your heart in this eternal now. And then for the next few moments, engage in this with your beloved. Offer and let yourself receive the experience of Baba's delight and pleasure. And in this moment of divine grace, with Baba's nazar fully focused on you, feel this surging force, this energy. And Baba is now gifting you with the awareness to direct this energy where you feel you need it most. Any specific limitations or bindings, unnecessary sufferings, Baba, in his infinite love and pleasure, is allowing you to take this and direct it, the light of his grace, where you need it most. And now, in this energy of Baba's grace, with all around him, the gifts that you've given and fashioned from your heart, allow this grace and energy with Baba's wish to flow through you to where you believe it's needed most in the world. A specific person, group, place, whatever it is, just allow his grace, you to be an instrument of his peace, of his love, of his pleasure, of his adoration, and share that, direct that grace. And then letting that energy, imagery dissolve, although continuing to let it flow at your invitation. Bring your awareness back to being in front of beloved Baba and offering, if you feel called, your entire being. Everything that has occurred, is occurring, and will occur. Everything, staking everything on God. And let yourself see Baba beaming at you. And if you haven't already felt this, see him reaching out and calling to you to come to him. Taking your face and then your form in his deep embrace. Feeling the energy of truth's body as it holds you. Feeling his divine heartbeat. Holding you, holding your precious neck and back. As the eternal Father and the eternal Mother hold you securely and for all existence in the security of his love. He is 100% satisfied with you. All is forgiven. There's no need for atonement. And the fragrance, the incense of your devotion. Let yourself even breathe in and smell the heady divine fragrance that your love emits from the divine fire of your centermost being. This incense is my love. And then gently letting yourself create some space as the embrace dissolves in imagery but never in truth. Kneeling or standing or sitting before Baba, giving him the fruits, these fruits, my art, whatever that means to you, whether it's mandarins or your actions or your feelings. Knowing that in the truest sense, you are shaping them from your heart. And then having a flower or flowers, whatever comes to you in this moment, divinely manifesting, accept them as you would a simple flower as you present to Baba that has no use beyond this shiny hour other than to please your beloved. And then beginning to separate more, just in imagery, not in truth, knowing that this experience can come to you anytime you call for it. And now it is a permanent part of your experience. This immersion in pleasing the beloved. Start to gently bring yourself back, taking deep breaths into your body. Prana or life force rides on oxygen. So letting in this moment of the eternal now and Baba's grace and gaze, breathing in to your precious human form, the truth's body that you inhabit. This vehicle of the body for the release of divine life. This body of yours that is instrumental in bringing the kingdom of heaven down to earth. Nourish it with your conscious breath, saying yes to it and your incarnation. And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes, taking in the sense of sight and your surroundings, accepting them as gifts from God. Accept your surroundings from Baba's heart. And if you feel called when you're ready, you can look at your body as a gift from the avatar, accepting our body as we would a simple flower that has no use beyond this shining incarnation. Feeling and seeing the wonder of your amazing human form. As we do this, I'm going to light incense. Imprinting this with the energy of Baba's gift of grace today. And then I'm going to share with you just the most simple puja plate offering, arranging some fresh mandarins in what I thought was the form of angel's wings to please beloved Baba, because the song Calling All Angels by Jane Sideberry came to me many times today. And a pink rose, thinking of Baba's pink silk coat and offering it to beloved Baba, knowing all the while that these will stay with me as well. I invite you to come back. And if you feel so called, offering in this moment to this forum, to this group, the people that are here now and the people who will be receiving it in time and space via recording. Share your experience from your heart. Any of what you've experienced in this session, being with Baba, what you gave him, how you directed the light of grace. And I can go first or only. In the imagery with Baba, what I was shaping from my heart was the willingness to facilitate this forum. And also the space that I'm in right now that I have been renovating, rudimentary renovations with painting and crystals and light to delight Baba, to make this a sanctuary, a place where I immediately immerse in his presence, where I play Baba's garland of his name. I have a chant going on right now that I forgot, which is a healing medicine Buddha mantra. And something else I gave Baba was, what it came down to it was my disobedience. There's some unpleasant feelings that I've been having and intense at times. And when I let it distill down to what I would offer Baba, because since he's perfect, the only thing that he doesn't have are imperfections, I can certainly give that. And what I heard was, give me your disobedience, because to continue on those feelings or indulge them is disobedient to Baba. And I said, oh, Baba, I will happily shape that from my heart, or the part of my heart that isn't full. And I will also share that the flower that I came to give to Baba was a big, big blue hydrangea.
Beautiful, Cindy.
Thank you.
I wouldn't mind sharing what, since you talked about angels, and I've been really into angels lately. I made this. I don't know if the angel is coming through.
Oh, I see her, or him, or them. Oh.
It's not really coming through that I can tell.
When you angle it, I can see the wings coming out the side. I can see that.
I see it.
Okay, good. There we go. That's a little better. I just pinned it. So that helps. So thank you for that. It reinforced my angel love.
Do you know that the song Calling All Angels, the one from Jane Siberry?
That's what got into my head, and I did this.
Did you do that just tonight?
Yeah, through your meditation.
Oh, what a blessing. Talk about fruit shaped from your heart. Oh my goodness. I just want to say that I just am in awe of how Baba shows up through you, Farishte, and all of you. I mean, Jay and Larry and everyone in time and space. That is just so touching to me.
Thank you. He's a blessing, constant blessing in our lives. We just have to be still to pay attention to it. I think we lost Jay to Baba in the beyond state.
Just what he needs.
Perfect.
Isn't it perfect?
Yeah.
Might even hide his video, so it's not like. There we go. Larry, would you like to share?
No, I'll pass.
Okay. Well, we'll bring this to, well, there's no completion in the eternal now. And in that eternal now, I was with the inspiration came from effort and grace, from Baba, and then through effort and grace to when we were in that experience of offering everything to Baba that Baba gives to us. And there was the quote that we read last time that said, from Darwin, I find that when I feel a surging force, the energy of divine grace, I am able to direct it where it is needed most. It is like a continuous gift, but it needs direction in order to counteract specific limitations and bindings. And I thought that that was it that's from page 29 in Effort and Grace. And as Baba weaves all of the experiences with the Avatar Circle of Friends, and now with the Meher Center Holiday Sahabas coming up, there is such a crescendo of world servers, world lovers of God and of Baba coming together in such an amazing way. I'm going to be getting off this particular class and joining a Zoom to prepare for some of the workshops that I have the blessing to facilitate through the Holiday Sahavas as well. And I keep wanting to remember that surging force is for the eternal now, but that I can allow it through Baba's grace to transform or to direct it anywhere in time and space, personally or collectively. If I so choose, if I'm so guided, and I think we all have that.
I think Baba has used the pandemic very successfully among his lovers community, let's put it that way. It's like, wow, he used this opportunity to bring us all together in a new way.
Yes.
Which is amazing, actually. It's beautiful.
Yes, and I also feel like he's given us this time to clean house, to let go of what needs to be let go of, and to realize who our true friend is now and forever. Even though we travel solo, you know, appearances are there of friends and Zoom connections, but really the soul is solo traveling to God. You know, we come and dance together in incarnations with different roles, but in reality, we are moving solo with our own set of prescribed sanskaras, very custom made. And come to honor that in each other, come to respect that in each other, and come to appreciate the reason for our similarities and differences, being millions of lifetimes that we've put behind us to be here, and to appreciate our differences and to honor our differences in each other instead of judging. That I'm hopeful that we can more and more embody.
And radiating that, and Baba says to be a Baba Center personified, radiating his eternal message of love divine. Farishte, that I felt and saw that radiation from what you shared. You're not just a translator of Persian, you are a transmitter of that kind of divine poetry. And I felt in Baba's service you doing that.
And as you are, and as Larry is, each one of us in our own sweet, wonderful, unique way that we are moved to do. And I just love seeing your beautiful face doing what you do.
Oh, thank you. What a blessing. What a blessing. All right, so I'm going to conclude with playing another Australian Arti.
I want to say that I can smell your incense over here in Arizona.
Can you? I mean, Baba is doing amazing things.
I'm gonna light my stage, but I didn't want to walk away to get my lighter,
which reminds me, I thought this was cute. Mansari told me one time. She said, "You know what? Mayor Baba couldn't stand incense," which I thought was funny. Because I said, "Oh, they don't burn incense around here." She said, "That's because Baba didn't like it."
That's amazing.
I thought that was cute.
That imagery that Baba shared with me of when we are in his embrace, the fragrance that comes off of us in that adoration is the incense.
Yes.
Oh my,
That's the divine incense.
you stole my thoughts. And my thought was Baba's fragrance is the fragrance to be imbibed in, it's like, wow, and there was beautiful write-up I did a long time ago for Glow magazine, based on a Sahaba's sharing back in the Midwest somewhere, probably Minneapolis. And this gentleman was relaying a story about Baba's, fragrance and him perceiving it at some point. And he said it was a combination of roses, jasmine, and a third one I can't remember.
Oh,
And it's like, my God, it's just so beautifully divine that no incense could compare ever.
well, with that, I've been intuited to, I'm going to sing the Australian Arti, and anyone can join me if they wish or not, and take yourself wherever you want to be with Baba in this moment, whether it's samadhi, whether it's with him, whether it's at Avatar's abode or Meher Mount, or in
How
his,
about right here, right now?
how about right in the eternal now, where he is ever present. O glorious, eternal, ancient one, your face is a bright, transcendental sun. Lighten this dark world and the tears I weep. My heart may I give to you to keep. Creator, yet creationless you are. Truth and truth's body, divine avatar, who through compassion the three worlds maintains. Destroy this ignorance that life sustains. These five lights are the whirling spokes of breath of the world's wheel that bears me until death. Unless you who are infinitely kind break the wheel's hub which is conditioned mind. This incense is my love, these fruits my art, which to please you I have shaped from my heart. Accept them as you would a simple flower that has no use beyond the shining hour. You are myself, I sing to you in praise, and beg your love to bear me through the days, till you, the ever-living perfect one, illumine my darkness with your shining sun. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Love and blessings, dear people. I'm going to stop the recording.